call a co-writing space that I'm holding for fellow authors who are wanting to write a book. And it is, we take 2 days out of the month and we co-write together. Hi, Jessica. Oh my God, I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. I love you. I hope you're doing amazing. I miss you. Okay, so back to Power of a Collective. So I was in this writing space with them, and I was working on my memoir, and I've been working on it. So backing up, last night I also had a class. I'm part of like a memoir writing workshop group, and we had our main class. And I felt the power of the collective there, right? There's something to be said when you get people who are on the same path, on the same journey. You bring them together with their own individual experiences, their own story, and you bring them together in a container, in a circle, and you express, you learn, you share the story, you write and grow together. And there's something in that togetherness that is just magic. And I was carrying that energy into today and meeting with these authors that I'm working with one on one. And I have had a little blockage with my memoir. So, like this last month, I haven't been writing a whole lot on it because it's just felt like something was missing. And reflecting now, what was missing were my people, were was making the art in the collective as writers, as even as creatives of any kind of creative sewers. Like, we are so used to doing our art in a silo and in silence and in a space that is just like ours. And sometimes what we need as humans, spiritual beings having a human experience, is we need the energy of our peers and those who are walking the path to really help us detangle ourself and our own mental crap chatter and all the pressure and things we put on ourselves when we're by ourselves. We need the collective to help us untangle our personal attachment to the thing and really kind of help us see it from a whole new perspective. And that is the power of the collective, right? It's not that we're going in and asking for um, reassurance or accolade. It's not any of that. It's about bringing the thing that we've been working in this silo and making it better, because our peers, the people that we trust, our little container that we create for ourselves, will hold it and help you see the little things that are missing in it. And we can't do that alone because we're so close to the work. I am so close to my work, especially writing memoir, because it's a story about me. Like, I'm so close to it because it's about me. You're so close to whatever you're working on because in some way, shape, or form, it is about you, and or an expression of you or a side of you or a vision that you have. It's very you. And so when we bring it to a collective, when we bring it to a safe, brave space, when we bring it to a space where other folks are walking that path with you, alongside you on their own journey, their energy helps to amplify and electrify what you are working on. And then that reinvigorates you, that re-inspires you to then go back to your desk, your sewing table, whatever it is, and keep doing the work on your own. And it's this little loop of reciprocity of doing your own work and then going and finding a collective and sharing it and helping others fine tune their work and detangle themselves from, their little puddle of, I'm so stuck in this, I'm so close to this. It's in that act of reciprocity that some of the best art is created, and some of the art that has the energy. I mean, all art has the potential to change the world and change us and change us and the world in tandem. But there's something about the collective and bringing it to the table with other folks who are working in their own little sphere, that there's so much power in it. It's like I was telling the people that I was in the oops, the circle with today, the writing circle today. I had a massive breakthrough in my memoir as far as structure. And I don't know if that would have happened had I just been by myself, like with my notebook and my computer and just trying to force myself into seeing what the structure was going to be. I don't think it would have happened in that modality. I feel like the breakthrough happened because I was in co collaboration, co creation in our own respective spaces, right? But I was in the energy of the collective. I was in the energy of another artist walking this artistic, creative path, trying to make sense of the world through art, make sense of what is going on in our social political climate, making art at the same time. And that, I feel, really fused the breakthrough for me. And I planned on going live a little bit later. And I was like, oh no, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I hope so. Okay. So I planned on going live a little later, but I was like, I was so inspired, and I had to just, I had to turn on my phone and go live now. And so the invitation here today in this day, what did I say it was? Day 12 of the 100-day project, is to see if you can find a peer group, a collective, one person, somebody that you feel that you and your art and your hearts and your creativity is safe with, and ask if they will play a role. It could be a silent mentor role. It could be, just holding space for accountability. It could be going and finding, a meetup group, or even a virtual online group. The author group that I'm holding is virtual, right? It can be any kind of group, but just finding your people doesn't have to be huge. I prefer very small, intimate gatherings because that's where I feel like we each have our own turn in that cycle of reciprocity and creative reciprocity. But the invitation is to find that space, find your people, because that little tiny collective is going to amplify your work to unbelievable degrees, to places and breakthroughs that you would never have probably gotten otherwise. Beth, you're at the tail end. I was just wrapping up with the invitation, but that's okay. You're never late. You are in divine timing. You are always in divine timing. There is no late. There is no any of that. Divine timing. You're exactly where you need to be. So you can always go back and watch the replay. So that was what was on my heart to share with you. The power of the collective. Please, please, please. The invitation is to find a person, your people, your gente. It is difficult. It really does. It seems very difficult, and I feel like the outside noise is also making it feel like it's really difficult to find your people. But I can tell you right now that I'm your people. You're here. I'm your people. And Beth is here. She is probably your people. She, they, I don't know your pronouns. I apologize, Beth, if I said your pronouns wrong. Please correct me. So you have these people are here. So when you show up to spaces like this live, like I'm doing, we find our people, right? Like, that Beth being here is probably going to have the same, social political outlook as you do, because hello, I'm here, and I wouldn't have attracted Beth or Jessica. And if if we weren't aligned in some way. And so it really is just showing up, I feel, in spaces of people that you trust, and then looking around who is in the room with you. And I think Substack is such a beautiful place to do that, is finding those rooms and those people, and whoever they're attracting, if they've attracted you, then whoever's in that room with you is going to be aligned with you. So, hope that helps. I know it's helped me, because I know having y'all here is just like, it's also one of those beautiful breakthroughs. Like, I love y'all so much. So, invitation, try. Or you know what? I don't like, I'm trying not to use the word try because Yoda comes into my head. I always hear do or do not. There is no try. So do find a space, a human, a person, online, offline, that you can connect to and be your gente. Sometimes that can be a partner too. Like, Candace sometimes is that for me. She's that springboard. And sometimes it's June, my little Nunu, who just sits there and listens while I just vomit out what's going on. So it doesn't have to be like a human bound space. Get creative, feel into what your soul needs, and then seek out that which is calling you. Okay. I love y'all so much. And I feel like Jessica and Beth, y'all should connect. Okay. That's it. I love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye.